enacted until now. Enactment of forest estate will identify private rights, and it should be done in parallel with registry of adat customary land. Forest land use can only be done after enactment to guarantee adat customary rights are recognized. We may, at this junction, start hearing the term kawasan kelola rakyat or people managed estate, which is a more comprehensive concept than hutan tanaman rakyat (HT). It is imperative that these actions are taken not only in the forest but also peatland. Indonesia has 32.6 million hectares of peatland hydrological ecosystem. Peatland can continue to emit high carbon emissions even after deforestation happens. This is why an emphasis on peatland is put into the presidential instruction on moratorium. In his opening remark yesterday, the Vice President stated that technology and improved institutional arrangements provided us with opportunities to overcome the challenges of development. The development of one map and the enactment of the forest estate provide a stage to once more showcase how we can use state-of-the-art technology dovetailed with institutional reform to immediately overcome the challenges of land tenure and delivery. Further, Indonesia is committed to longer-term forest and land tenure reform. The People Consultative Assembly Decree, the so-called TAP, MPR, number 9, year 2001, on land reform and natural resources management, which is the highest law, has mandated the review and revision of all land tenure regulations for multi-sector synchronization. This can include the Forestry Law 1999 and operational regulations of the Basic Agrarian Law 1960. The People's Consultative Assembly Decree also instructs to conduct land reform with consideration on conflict resolutions and resolve land inequality for landless peasants, to develop inventory and registry of land tenure comprehensively and systematically, to resolve and anticipate land tenure and natural resources management conflicts, and all should be implemented based on the principle of to recognize, to respect, and to protect other customary rights. Further to the next step, the Ministry of Forestry announced yesterday it will allocate 89,000 hectares to districts for community managed forest area. Some say that we need more land allocation for this proposal. I see this as a step in the right direction. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have started on the right track, but what matters most is what happens on the ground. We must focus on three aspects: implementation, and that's what we call delivery. Pizza, delivery. You don't get it in 50 minutes, 50% discount, right? It is important that we distill policies and regulations to develop practical rules and instruments to make land tenure operational. Also, we will need to support the local communities with the appropriate means so they can obtain access through an easily digestible process. Providing licenses to the land allocated for community managed forest areas is critical to ensure access. The formal state administration for land rights, access and security must make accommodations for informal rights and practices accepted by local customs. While land should have clear boundaries, knowledge and experience should not. I hope the discussions take place in this conference breaks down territorial borders and generate concrete actions that progress the global dialogue on land tenure while promoting local actions. I have full faith that with the impressive line of panelists and experts in this room, we can begin to untangle the complexities ahead of us. Our approach needs to be parallel, holistic, thematic, multi-stakeholder, and action-oriented to meet the daunting challenges of climate change and beyond. The issue of land rights and reform will also affect our food and energy security. This is not only a forestry issue, but it is a cross-sector one. Provinces and districts will play an important role as actors on the ground. Paradigm shift is imperative from exploitation to sustainable and responsible use of natural resources. I am pro-growth. I am not against development. At the utmost, land and forest tenure reform is about increasing people's welfare and living standards, reducing poverty by providing jobs, and living in harmony with the environment. I humbly ask you all, as the experts, now is the time to put things into action. I thank you so much.